Mr. Dembo.
Mr. Davidson.
We're talking about the community tools of Web 2.0. And community building is really one of the defining aspects of Web 2.0. And in education, there are really some powerful ones.
Up until now, we've really talked a lot about content creation and sharing that with others. Now we're going to be talking about how ways that people can come together, how they can collaborate it.
Now, one of the classic community tools is Twitter. But if you're in education, there's actually a better tool.
And that's called Edmodo.
Edmodo has a lot of the same features as Twitter. It's sort of an IM-linked message that gets pushed out.
Right. It's essentially what Twitter would have been if Twitter had been created by an educator. It provides a means for a teacher to organize their students into classes and clubs and push out messages to them.
And the difference comes as soon as you register.
Now, as a teacher, you first register your own account, and then you go in and create your own classes. For each class and club, you're going to get a unique code. When the students come in, they add that code in their registration page, and then they're going to be registered directly underneath you in your school.
So you can send out one message to one class, another message to another class, and you can create a group for parents or the community, too.
Absolutely. Now, the wonderful thing is, not only can you push out these short 140-character messages, you can also create events that go on the calendar, or you can even create assignments. An assignment is slightly different because it allows you to also add documents, such as a Word or presentation document, and give it a deadline, which will show up on the student's calendar.
So the ability to reach, create, and serve communities is what Edmodo is all about. And if you want to make the entire world your classroom, there's a tool for that, too.
And for that, we're going to go to Google Docs.
Google Docs offers online tools that you're probably very familiar with.
In fact, all your traditional work applications are represented. There's ways to create word processing documents, spreadsheets, and even presentations.
And one of the key differences is people can be sharing work, collaborating together on the same documents at the same time.
Now, if you look at the tools that we have up here, they're going to probably look pretty darn familiar. In fact, they look almost identical to the desktop versions, except that they're online.
And the wonderful ability to collaborate instantaneously is really almost spooky, where you're working on, let's say, a spreadsheet, and somebody else is adding material at the same time, and you watch them add, and you add all at the same moments.
Now, of course, you're going to need to communicate with each other. If you look at the little chat bar right over here on every Google Doc, you'll be able to see who's working on that project at that time and be able to communicate back and forth.
That's the collaborative nature of the Web 2.0 tools.
Now, of course, we're not just talking about these tools. We've been using them ourselves. For this purpose of creating these videos, we really wanted a lot of different educational examples. So we created a form using Google Docs that would then feed into a spreadsheet. We sent out that form to our communities, and people submitted back in all sorts of examples of how they're using these tools in education.
So we found links, we found comments, we found lots of good stuff that we used that you've been watching as you've been sharing our adventure in Web 2.0.
In fact, as you can see right here, we've got a couple of examples, samples submitted by people of how to use wikis in the classroom.
So, what's a wiki?
Well, a wiki is the next tool we're going to be looking at. So we're going to be taking a look at wikispaces.com and pbworks.com.
PBWorks and Wikispaces both offer free wikis to educators, and they're really committed to that.
Absolutely, and there's a ton of different things that you can use wikis for. For example, you could create a basic professional development site where you can share resources about different tools for teachers. But not only that, other people can come to that site, click on edit, and they can make their own contributions as well.
I once created a wiki because I wanted to share a lot of videos with other teachers, and Wiki was just an easy, convenient way to make it happen, really, right away.
Now, there's tons of classroom uses for it. For example, I found this one where a student just created a little drawing. They added their own description of it, and then other students were able to look at that description and try and make their own drawing based of it, and then add their drawings to the wiki itself so you could see every part of the process.
And that's part of the collaboration element of wikis, is that as it grows, everybody sort of learns more and more and more.
Now, creating a wiki is absolutely simple. All you need to do is register on the website and then go to your first page and click edit. When you do, you're going to get access to all the usual tools that you're used to. Bold, italics, underline. You can link to things. But the best part is you can also embed in objects from other Web 2.0 sites.
So, blabberized videos, Animoto videos, lots of other things can go into a wiki, which makes the collaboration even more powerful.
Now, wiki actually stands for the Hawaiian word for quick because it's just that simple to create your own.
Try it. You'll have your wiki up and rolling really within 5 minutes.
Now, really, all that's left for them to do is
Go explore. I mean, it might be in the credits, yeah. Now one of these. Ready, Jeannie?